What's going on, everybody? Today I want to talk about the gear that I carry the most. And it's really kind of a question. Well, I'm going to show you what I normally carry. And it's not like, hey, I always carry a knife, a pen, a wallet, a watch, and blah, blah, blah. It's not that. This is the gear, the items that I most normally carry. And a question goes out to all of you other collectors and enthusiasts, whether it's watches or knives, because it's going to cover all. Do you find yourself gravitating more towards a few different knives and a few different watches? Or what? Like, I'm struggling. After I did my State of the Collection watches, I don't know, a little while ago, it got me really thinking, like, there was a lot I pulled out that I just never wear. Like, should I keep them? Like, some I'm keeping because, hey, it was a gift from a specific person, and that means something to me, and I do wear it on occasion. There's others that I've bought because everybody else was buying them at the time, whether it's watches or knives, and I don't really carry it or wear it anymore. So should I hang on to that? Some of them are $40, $50, $60. Is it worth trying to sell? So I wanted to it got me thinking I should do a quick video. Here are my go-to items for knives and watches. These are the ones that I find in my pocket more often than not. If I am just going to quickly grab something, this is the stuff I kind of grab. So stick with me here. So for pens, I will say this is the pen I always carry. This is my ZT full titanium pen that I absolutely love, and 99.9% of the time, this is what is in my pocket. I have other pens. I've got some other nice writing pens that I would not necessarily carry, but I use them at my office desk, which is just to the side here. So I do have some nicer pens that I use for writing and things like that, but I wouldn't carry them. This is that's always with me when I leave the house. For flashlights, well, I always carry this small Swiss Army with a little proton light on it also. That's always in my pocket. Those two they never change. Flashlights, it's 98% of the time this Okluma. I love the weight. It's super easy to use, and it just disappears. This is aluminum. Works great in my pocket, and this is my real grab and go flashlight. I also love my Deadwood Custom bag knife. I like the output of this better because it's a whiter light. This is a more daytime colored light. This is a warmer light, so it's a little more yellowish. But this one's much heavier. So it just doesn't get as much pocket time as the Okluma. And then I have an FW3A lumen top. I have a couple of those, and I have other lights, but I love the usability of the FW3A, but I don't like where the tail switch button is, and it just doesn't ride in my pocket as nicely as these ones. So these are pretty much always my go-to ones. For knives and watches, it's kind of a toss-up. And after I did my State of the Collection of watches, I really started thinking I could just go down to probably 4, maybe 5 watches. A lot of times I grab this Casio World Timer. It's super light. It's obviously a digital quartz thing, so I never have to set it and get it going like on my automatics. So I grab this one a lot because it's just a fun watch that finds a lot of wrist time. Another one that finds a lot of wrist time is the Seiko Warning. Again, solar, quartz, all that digital, anti-digi. So it's always going. So I can just grab it and go. And this is one of the most comfortable watches that I have in my collection. The way it fits is just awesome. A couple other ones. G-Shock. You got the titanium square and the number that I don't remember on this one with a combi bracelet. Again, great grab and go watches. Now, if you want my honest opinion, I'm going to zoom in here for a minute because this is a great comparison. I think Casio should have put this negative display inside of the titanium. On the camo titanium, it has a negative display. But I didn't love the camo pattern. I loved the black. I just wish it had the negative display inside the titanium case. But that's me. I mean, yeah, I guess you could swap it around and do all that, but I'm not doing that. Okay? And then the other two watches that I could really just that I do grab a lot is the Rolex Air King and the Seamaster Professional Diver 300. I almost could wear the Diver 300 as my everyday watch in any circumstance. This watch on the rubber strap is just so comfortable. It's awesome. And I've got a bunch of other watches, as you saw in my State of the Collection, but these are the watches I gravitate towards. I don't know if that one's going to sit up there like that or not. And then for knives, this may surprise you. You've seen all of my knives. I've done my big knife State of Collection. I've done other... Check my channel. Like a ton of the stuff I actually own. Something that I actually grab a ton is the Hellraiser. I don't know why. I love it. I grab it and I go. This gets a ton of pocket time. Another one that's been in my pocket a ton is the XM24. I traded this, and I've talked about it. I traded this knowing or planning to just turn around and sell it. I traded it for a Chris Reeve knife, and that I was never using, never carrying, and so I had a friend. She wanted it. We traded, and I figured, well, once I get the Hinderer, I'll just list it and sell it and be done. I don't think so. This one is sticking around. Another one that I grab a ton is the the Todd Fisher Archangel. I say Frank Fisher because I really want a Frank Fisher battle. I just need to make that happen one day. This one just is truly an amazing knife in the pocket. And I know that's weird, but this just fits in the pocket perfectly. It disappears, and it's just the craftsmanship and just holding this just really is nice. And I grab this one a lot. And to the point of, and I'll share, like, it's getting scratched up here around the, backside, because on my jeans, they get worn a little bit, and then there's like a rivet, and the rivet starts to pop through the material, and that rivet starts to scratch up the blade. Or not the blade, but the bolster there. And then there's somewhere here on the, clip, and I think some of that was from the gentleman I bought it from, but it's okay. They're made to be used. They're going to get some scratches. They're going to get some stuff. And then the other one that just gravitates towards my pocket is this custom Bodega G10 frame, carbon fiber inlays with a Damascus blade. Herringbone Damascus. This was something that Mark just slapped together, and it's a 101. So light, it just gravitates towards my pocket. I don't know. So I'm really kind of not necessarily, well, yeah, I am. I am rethinking my collections. And I've sold a watch. I've got some other knives that are listed for sale right now. I'll probably do kind of a for sale video here in a few days with maybe some other watches. None of these, but maybe some other ones, and maybe some ones that I'm never going to wear. I mean, I do have the World Timer in resin. I'll probably use that as a giveaway watch because I'm never going to wear it. I just don't wear that one. So I'm going to have some other knives for sale. I'm going to have some watches for sale. It's about just thinning the herd, and why I'm just rethinking. Why am I just holding on to these things that sit in a box collecting dust or taking up money? I could sell some things and buy a different watch, different knife that I do want, because there are, I would love a Frank Fisher battle. I don't have the money for that. I've been looking at Panerai. I've been looking at another Rolex. There's some other watches that I do want. And if I could sell a few knives and watches, then I could buy the other watch and other knives that I want to experience, and then maybe flip those too at some point. I don't know. But back to you guys. How do you handle your collection? I try not to wear the same watch every day. I try to wear a different watch every day. Lately, I've been finding myself wearing the same one for a day or two. A lot of my buddies have been doing a watch fast where they wear the same exact watch for 30 days. I'm not sure I'm quite there yet, but I think I might do an EDC something like that where I'm wearing the same watch and carrying the same knife for 30 days just to see how that goes. And then maybe I'll sell everything. Who knows? I doubt that. But what do you guys do? What do you recommend? When people ask you, hey, do you carry a different knife every day? What do you tell them? Like, do you have some mentality where you have a certain thing you would like to do or that you currently do? Or is it just happen chance, you just grab whatever you grab in the morning? So please, in the comments, let me know your thoughts, because this is really something that I've spent a lot of time thinking about lately, and I don't have the answers, but I really want to hear what the masses have to say and how they handle their collections. So there you go, guys. A little bit of a morning ramble for you. So have a great day. I greatly appreciate your time, and we'll see you tomorrow. Thanks, guys.